Hey everybody, welcome to lesson 5. I guess I haven't been changing these as I go, but so today we're going to look at adding some just different shapes to our treasure box. We could sketch out something, let's say, like a heart or a star or a moon, or I don't know, if you like a logo of something, we can work on that too. And I'll show you just some quick examples using some simple shapes. And if you want to experiment and add your own, you'll know the basics and how to do it. So first off, I'm going to create a sketch on this plane because that's where I'm going to add the customization. So I could do something like as easy as simple as this. Let's say I want to do a freeform, kind of a freeform sketch. Use the spline tool. Let's just add like a fun design through here. So the spline tool, basically I move and then I click and it adds like a freeform sketch. And then if I want to exit it, if I want to be done, I hit escape and you'll see my blue shape there. Oops. So I can actually move it around and, kind of fine tune the sketch as when I'm done with it. But it's not like drawing a circle or a line. It's a lot more complex geometry than a box or any simple shape like that. So it's kind of hard to constrain them. Let's see. So I'm going to use that as my center line, let's say. And let's do an offset. Let's go. Just want to do a little bit off. So let's go like that. It didn't like that. 0.25 is a little much. That's why it's airing out. So we'll click offset. We'll click this again. Let's try dragging that down so you can see the spline. And then I'll hit enter. So that's my first one. Now I can fine tune it and say, let's make it 0.05. Now I'm going to do it the same for this size, but it wants to put it on that side as well. So I'll just drag it and then I'll hit enter. And then I can edit it to 0.05. So I basically just created 2 offset lines and using that center line as my feature. Another thing that's kind of cool and helpful is I can actually click on this middle line and I can right click it and I can turn it to construction geometry. So now if you look at it, it's like a dotted line essentially. It makes it a lot easier to, like when I complete the zone, when I, make these ends flat, like just take the line tool and go across. So if I didn't have that as a construction line, it would basically find 2 regions there, the top and bottom half. But now that it's a construction line, it's like, okay, you have 1 region. So we'll exit this. Let's do an extrude on that. Let's go down like 0.1 inches. Let's do a remove. Click OK. So there, we were able to add some fun geometry to it, just freehanding it, right? I could do that all day long. This is kind of cool. So now that we're getting more advanced, you guys are pros at this. There's this bar called the rollback bar here. So if I want to go before I put this sketch in, let's say, I can roll it back here and it will roll back literally my design. So now if I add something else here, it'll act like I didn't do that before. So it's kind of easy. It's kind of easy way to isolate, like, all right, which fillet is this? Let me go back. Let's roll this guy back. Okay, or what chamfer is that? That's that chamfer. Okay, what fillet is that? Okay, so there's where that feature was made. So it's nice to be able to check on what order of operation things were made in. But we'll find a simple clip art. Let's see. Let's do a heart clip art. Just go to Google or DuckDuckGo. I just started using it. We're going to save this image just to my downloads. We'll call it heart image. Go back to our Onshape file. Okay, so let's click on this and make a sketch plane. So we are in a sketch. Now there's an option on the sketch tools called Insert DXF or DWG. And then there's an insert image. We want to do that. So we haven't, if I have if I uploaded the file previously, it would be in here, but I didn't. So I'm gonna click this upload or import file and go to downloads. There's hard image. I'm gonna clear the notifications. So now it wants me to create a rectangle to import that image. So watch. Or no, I have to click on the image. There, I drew a rectangle. So let's say I wanted that to be a certain size. I could say 0.7, 0.7. Typically what I do is I'll end the sketch I'll have one import sketch, like over here. This, I might call this, I might rename it, have it be hard image. Maybe put import. And then I'll create another sketch. Sorry, that's my dog. And I might start to trace that. So I know that there's a center line there. So I might draw a line there. So I only have to draw half of it, right? Don't do more work than I have to. Then I'm going to use this spline tool. I'm going to start like right there. And when it's really like really heavy contours like that, I'm going to click more often to follow the contour. You know, whereas if I did something like that, it loses the shape of what I'm trying to follow. So the more points, the better resolution it will be. Okay, so then I'll hit escape when I'm done with my spline tool, and you can see I have a region right there. And it's not enclosed for some reason. Let's try exiting the sketch and see if it's enclosed. Yep, it is. I don't know why it wasn't showing. So I can hide the heart. And I have my sketch there. So let's do an extrude. We'll go remove because we want to go into it. Let's do 0.1. Click OK. There. So we have half our heart. Easy way to add the other half is using a mirror feature. So you can actually do a mirror inside the sketch and mirror the components of the sketch over, or you can mirror a feature. So let's click mirror. It defaults to part mirror, so you'll have to go and click that and go to feature. So I want to click on I usually click on the extrude in the tree right here, extrude 6, and then it wants a mirror plane. So I want to mirror it actually over this flat surface right here. And you'll see already what it's doing. There you go. So the other way to do that, so we use our rollback bar. We go back to our sketch of our heart. Let's edit the sketch 4. There's a mirror feature up here. So I could click that, select a mirror line. So we want that. Now select your entities to be mirrored. There you go. Then we click OK. So now I'd want to do a mirror or extrude and then just click those two regions. And same thing, go into our part, make it 0.1 so it's not super big. It's still up, so then click that button. There we go. And that'll do it. So find some simple images and you can work on tracing. Actually, one more thing, because let's say you want to be different and change the angle. We'll do that in the next one. We'll just keep this simple. All right, thanks for watching.